When we think about a school bus, of course we think about this bright yellow school bus, right? But that's not what it is all around the world. It is completely different depending on where you look. And today, you are going to discover the wildest, most unbelievable school buses from around the globe. Forget everything you think you know about the standard morning commute, because some of these will blow your mind. We are going on a massive journey across 12 different countries spanning Europe, Asia, North America, and beyond to see how different they really are. Let's start right with the classic giants of North America, the United States and Canada. If you have ever seen an American movie, you know exactly what this looks like. It is the iconic American school bus. But did you know that this specific color isn't just random yellow? It is an officially regulated shade called National School Bus Glossy Yellow, and it was scientifically engineered back in the year 1939. A group of traffic experts and educators realized that this specific wavelength of yellow makes it the easiest object for the human eye to spot in the pitch black darkness of an early winter morning, even in your peripheral vision. The bold black lettering stands out perfectly against it, creating the ultimate safety shield. In both the US and Canada, these buses are built like absolute tanks, utilizing heavy-duty steel cages designed to withstand massive impacts. They have strict laws where traffic in both directions must completely freeze when the red lights flash and the stop arm swings out. It is an engineering marvel designed purely for maximum safety, and it has become a staple of North American culture for nearly a century. Now let's fly across the Atlantic Ocean to Europe, where the entire philosophy of getting to school changes completely. European countries rarely use these giant, heavy American tanks. Instead, they favor efficiency, public transit integration, or incredibly specialized local designs. Our first stop in Europe is the United Kingdom. In the UK, you won't find a fleet of yellow buses owned by the school district. Instead, British students regularly hop onto the iconic public transit double-decker buses. Imagine starting your Monday morning by climbing to the top deck of a massive bright red double-decker bus, looking out over the historic streets of London or the rolling hills of the English countryside. Because the UK has an incredibly dense and highly efficient public transit web, schools simply partner with local transit authorities to give students passes. It teaches kids independence at a super young age, turning a simple school commute into a scenic tour of the city. Moving across the English Channel, we arrive in France. The French approach to school transit is all about modern, eco-friendly luxury and high efficiency. French school buses are typically sleek, ultra-modern touring coaches. They are painted in clean, neutral whites or deep blues, often carrying a simple, understated school transport sticker on the back. But do not let the plain exterior fool you. Inside, these buses are packed with top-tier comfort. Every single student gets a plush, high-back seat with an individual 3-point seatbelt, which is strictly enforced by law. They are built for long-distance comfort, ensuring that students arriving from rural farming villages into city schools are completely relaxed, safe, and ready to learn. Next up is Germany, where things get incredibly structured and practical. In Germany, they do not see the point in buying separate buses just for schools when they already have one of the best public transportation systems in the world. German students ride the standard city transit buses, which are operated by regional transit blocks. These buses are usually crisp white, gray, or yellow, and they display a bright orange square sign with a silhouette of two running children in the window to alert drivers. The focus here is on flawless punctuality. If the bus says it arrives at 7:42 a.m., it arrives at exactly 7:42 a.m. It integrates children directly into the daily flow of German society from day one. Heading south, we land in Italy. This is where school buses finally get a vibrant splash of color in Europe, but with a twist. Italian school buses are called the Scuolabus, and they are painted a bright, distinctive yellow, closely resembling the North American style. However, the vehicles themselves are completely different. Instead of giant elongated trucks, Italy utilizes agile, compact minibuses and custom vans. Why? Because an American-style school bus would get instantly wedged in the ancient, incredibly narrow, winding cobblestone streets of Rome, Florence, or historic mountain villages. These nimble little yellow mini coaches zip through tight alleyways and zoom around sharp Mediterranean cliffs with ease, bringing a pop of bright color to historic neighborhoods. To finish our European tour, we look at the Netherlands. The Dutch approach is perhaps the coolest and healthiest on earth because in many cases, the school bus isn't a motorized vehicle at all. It is a bicycle. The famous Dutch bicycle train, or de fietsbus, is a giant multi-pedal open-air vehicle where a group of up to a dozen children sit in 2 rows, completely powered by their own leg muscles, while a single adult steers at the front. It is painted bright yellow or blue, features a canvas roof to protect them from the classic Dutch rain, and turns the morning commute into a fun, cooperative team sport. It keeps the kids active, healthy, and perfectly aligned with the country's legendary cycling culture. Now let's make a massive leap over to Asia, where school transportation transforms into a mix of ultra-high technology, absolute cuteness, and extreme safety innovation. We have to start with Japan, which holds the undisputed crown for the most creative school buses in human history. In Japan, kindergarten and preschool buses are treated like an art form to help ease the anxiety of little kids leaving their parents for the first time. Known as Yochin buses, these vehicles are custom molded into giant, 3-dimensional characters. You can look down a street in Tokyo and see a school bus that looks exactly like a massive Pikachu, a giant Hello Kitty, a friendly dog, a dinosaur, or even a literal steam locomotive train. They are brightly colored, utterly adorable, and feature miniature interior seating designed perfectly for small children. It makes going to school feel like an amusement park ride. Next, we cross over to South Korea, where the focus shifts heavily toward high-tech safety and bright neon aesthetics. South Korean school buses are usually mid-sized vans or mini coaches, painted in brilliant, eye-catching neon yellow or lime green, but the real magic is inside the technology. South Korea pioneered the sleeping child check system. The driver is legally required to walk to the very back of the bus at the end of every route to press a physical digital button. If they don't, a loud alarm blares through the entire neighborhood. Furthermore, many of these buses feature specialized electronic folding steps that automatically drop down to the curb so small children don't trip, alongside smart sensors that instantly alert parents via an app the exact second their child steps onto the bus. Our third Asian country is China. Chinese school buses are large, incredibly sturdy, and easily recognizable by their bright yellow paint jobs, adorned with thick, high-visibility, reflective professional striping. They look like a futuristic fusion between an American school bus and a luxury European coach. These buses are equipped with state-of-the-art safety tech, including multiple 360-degree cameras, live GPS tracking connected directly to school administrative offices, and strict electronic speed limiters to ensure maximum safety on busy, bustling Chinese mega highways. Finally, let's explore 2 wildcard locations from completely different corners of the globe to see just how extreme and beautiful school transit can get when communities get creative. First, we travel to the vibrant culture of Pakistan. If you think American yellow is bold, Pakistani school buses will absolutely blow your mind. Here, school transport vehicles are covered from bumper to bumper in traditional, intricate truck art. Every square inch of the bus is a hand-painted masterpiece featuring swirling kaleidoscopic patterns, brilliant neon colors, beautifully detailed murals of landscapes and birds, and dozens of small dangling metal bells and tassels that create a beautiful rhythmic chiming sound as the bus drives down the road. Riding to school in Pakistan isn't just a commute, it is an immersive, loud, incredibly joyful celebration of local art and culture that brings immense pride to the students inside. Our final stop takes us to the vast, rugged landscapes of Australia. In the deep Australian outback, schools can be hundreds of miles away from remote cattle stations and rural homes. To conquer these harsh, dusty, unpaved terrains, Australia utilizes heavy-duty, 4-wheel drive outback coaches. These rugged buses are painted in high-visibility white or yellow, equipped with massive bull bars on the front to protect against wildlife collisions, and feature heavy-duty off-road suspension systems designed to glide over deep ruts, sand, and mud. They are self-contained survival units, packed with long-range radio communication systems, massive water reserves, and heavy-duty air conditioning to keep students safe and cool in the blistering outback heat.